Octoyo, the adventurous and spirited daughter of the Nasta family, was exploring the outskirts of the Nasa village one sunny afternoon when she heard a series of loud clangs and crashes in the distance. Curiosity piqued, she followed the noise, wondering what could be causing such a commotion. As she approached a clearing, Octoyo couldn't believe her eyes. There, amidst a chaotic pile of metal scraps, was a towering figure with bulging muscles and a mischievous grin. The figure was none other than the mighty god Ogun, the deity of metalworking and invention. With a boisterous laugh that shook the ground, Ogun swung his massive hammer, sending sparks flying in all directions. "Ha! Another masterpiece in the making," he bellowed, seemingly unaware of the chaos he was creating around him. Octoyo's jaw dropped in awe and amusement. She had never encountered a god with such a zest for creation and chaos. Hello there. I'm Octoyo, daughter of the Nasta family. What are you doing here?" Ogun turned to face Octoyo, his eyes gleaming with enthusiasm. Greetings, Octoyo. I am Ogun, the god of metalworking and invention. I'm here to craft the most magnificent inventions this world has ever seen." Octoyo couldn't help but chuckle at Ogun's exuberance. "I can see that, but isn't this place a bit messy?" Ogun grinned proudly, looking at the scattered metal parts and half-finished inventions surrounding him. "Messy? Nonsense! A great inventor's workshop is always a bit chaotic, but fear not. Watch as I turn these scraps into something extraordinary." With a mighty swing of his hammer, Ogun began furiously hammering and shaping the metal scraps. The clanging sounds echoed through the clearing as sparks flew and gears started turning. Octoyo watched in amazement as the scattered pieces slowly came together, forming a strange and elaborate contraption. "What is that?" Octoyo asked, trying to make sense of the bizarre creation taking shape before her eyes. Ogun laughed heartily. "Why, my dear Octoyo, this is my latest invention. It's a combination of a flying machine, a water sprinkler, and a musical instrument. I call it the Fly Sprinkle Trumpet." The contraption was indeed a sight to behold. It had wings, wheels, and an array of pipes and bells that looked like they could produce a cacophony of sound. "Fly, sprinkle, trumpet," Octoyo repeated, trying not to burst into laughter. "That's quite a name." Ogun beamed with pride, but before he could demonstrate his invention, the contraption suddenly sputtered and emitted a loud and rather dissonant honk. Octoyo couldn't contain her laughter any longer, and she laughed heartily. It's unique, Ogun. Very unique." Ogun joined in the laughter, not at all discouraged by the less than harmonious sound. "Indeed. It's a work in progress, but I'll get it just right eventually." As Octoyo and Ogun continued to tinker with the fly sprinkle trumpet, the contraption became even more chaotic and humorous. It sprayed water in all directions, sent off random bursts of sparks, and produced a symphony of comically out-of-tune notes. The villagers gathered around, drawn by the uproarious sounds and laughter. They watched in amusement as Octoyo and Ogun embraced the chaos and the joy of creation. In the end, the fly sprinkle trumpet might not have been the most practical invention, but it brought a newfound sense of joy and camaraderie to the Nasa village. Ogun's infectious enthusiasm and Octoyo's adventurous spirit combined to create an unforgettable and hilarious day of laughter and merriment. And so, from that day on, Ogun became an occasional visitor to the Nasa village, each time introducing a new and comical invention. The Nasa family and the villagers knew that Ogun's boisterous entry into their lives would always be filled with laughter, chaos, and a touch of ingenious creativity. As the sun set on the day's adventures, the Nasa family and the villagers shared stories and laughter, cherishing the memory of the fly sprinkle, trumpet, and the god of metalworking's uproarious presence in their lives. And so, the Nasa family's journey as the Pharaoh's protectors continued, with each encounter with the mythical deities bringing them laughter, joy, and a deeper appreciation for the whimsy and creativity that the gods brought to their adventures. As the days passed, Octoyo and Ogun's bond grew stronger. The mischievous god of metalworking found a kindred spirit in the adventurous and spirited Octoyo. They spent hours together, tinkering with inventions, exploring the outskirts of the village, and sharing laughter-filled stories. One afternoon, as they were deep in conversation, Ogun noticed Octoyo's fascination with his inventions. Her eyes sparkled with curiosity and wonder, and he could sense her eagerness to learn and create. Inspired by her spirit, Ogun decided to bestow a special gift upon her. "Octoyo, my dear friend, I see the potential in you," Ogun said with a warm smile. "You have the heart of an inventor, the curiosity of an explorer, and the bravery of a true adventurer. I have a gift for you." Octoyo's eyes widened with excitement, wondering what the god of metalworking had in store for her. "A gift? For me?" "Yes. Yeah. With your adventurous spirit and your desire to create, I will grant you the power to manipulate and control metal," Ogun declared. His voice filled with enthusiasm. Octoyo's heart leaped with joy. The ability to control metal seemed like a dream come true. "Thank you, Ogun. I promise to use this power responsibly." With a wave of his mighty hammer, Ogun infused Octoyo with the power of metal manipulation. She felt a surge of energy flow through her, connecting her to the very essence of metal. From that moment on, Octoyo's newfound powers would prove invaluable to the Nasa village. With a simple touch of her hand, she could shape metal into any form she desired. She crafted intricate tools, repaired broken structures, and created beautiful metal sculptures that adorned the village square. One day, the Nasa village faced a dire situation when a powerful sandstorm swept through the region. The villagers' homes were at risk of being damaged or destroyed by the merciless winds and abrasive sands. Octoyo knew she had to act quickly. Drawing upon her metal manipulation powers, she rushed to reinforce the roofs and walls of the houses with sturdy metal supports. Her quick thinking and skilled craftsmanship protected the village from the storm's wrath. But it didn't end there. The storm left behind vast dunes of sand that blocked the village's access to water from the Nile. Without a steady water supply, the villagers faced dehydration and hardship. Once again, Octoyo's power came to the rescue. She shaped metal pipes and channels, skillfully redirecting the flow of water from the Nile to the village, bypassing the sand dunes and providing a much-needed water source. The grateful villagers marveled at Octoyo's abilities, knowing that her metal manipulation powers had saved their homes and lives. From that day on, Octoyo became known as the protector of the village, using her powers to ensure the safety and well-being of her fellow villagers. With each passing day, Octoyo honed her abilities, using her metal manipulation powers for various tasks, from repairing tools and equipment to creating intricate metal artworks that brought joy to the villagers' hearts. Her friendship with Ogun only deepened, and they continued their mischievous adventures together, with Ogun always encouraging Octoyo to embrace her powers and explore her creativity to the fullest. And so, Octoyo's superpower, bestowed upon her by the mischievous god Ogun, became an invaluable asset to the Nasta village. With her ingenuity, courage, and a touch of whimsy, she proved that even the most unusual powers could make a significant difference in the lives of those she loved and protected. As the Pharaoh's protectors, the Nasser family knew that their bond with the mythical deities would forever guide and empower them in their quest to safeguard the village and its people.